I woke up this morning and I've got a busy day ahead of me, scheduled in client calls. I've got something to do on my website that needs doing by tonight before I launch something. I've got WhatsApp messages to get back to, bits and bobs in the membership, like a full day of work basically. And I woke up this morning and I just felt this overwhelming feeling of like pressure and something's happening in my business. I'm taking a big risk in my business very soon, and this frequency of fear was trying to come in and override the system, and I caught myself in it. And I was like, I'd done my morning practice and my rituals, and I just checked in with myself, and I was just like, okay, what do I actually want to do today? And the answer was nature. That's my dog in the background, by the way. So in that moment, I just made the decision. Like, I voice noted all my clients, I scheduled I just moved things around, and now I'm driving with my little puppy to Delamere Forest, which is my favourite place in the whole wide world, because that's what my soul said. Like, let's go and get lost in a forest, let's turn our phone off, let's just do us, let's get a nice coffee, let's go on a road trip, listen to your favourite music. Like, that's what we're doing today. So that was the decision made. I wanted to do this video, might actually end up being like a YouTube video actually. Oh, that's the feeling. Like, I was only doing this, I only came on to record a quick message, but I'm already feeling a lot of inspiration that I want to give to you about something, so we'll see how it goes. But something that I know to be true from the women that I work with, but also the masculine men in my life as well, like, I know it to be true in a lot of people, and I recognise the energy because I recognise the energy in me, and it's where I do the work around. And every time I go to a new level, or I want more, or I'm up leveling in some way, shape or form, I do the same work. This is the inner work, and the message is about owning. What's the matter? About owning what you want. And this is what none of us do, like having the audacity to own it in full conviction. Like, this is what I want, this is what I'm calling in, this is what I'm asking for, this is the vision, this is the direction, this is the end goal, this is what I want. So we play it small and we're like, oh well, I'd be happy with a 5k month, but really your soul wants 20k months. Or, you know, a really good example of this, a really good example is a relationship. So when you feel into the relationship that you want, right, the one that you want, we end up settling or lowering our standards, or just looking the other way and letting things slip and letting boundaries be crossed because we don't own what we actually want. That is the energy behind it. So for me, I'm single, and when I think of like the man that I want to meet, we're not just dating and having fun and just going out for meals and Netflix and chilling. Or do you want to go to the cinema, this new film's out? No, are we getting married or what? Are we building an empire together or what? Are you my future husband or what? Because I Netflix and chill on my own. I take myself out for dates all the time. Anything that I want to do in life, I do it with me. So what are you actually bringing to my table if what you're offering is what I've already got? Do you understand what I'm saying? So then I wouldn't then settle for someone who's like, yeah, we'll just date and see how it goes. No. That isn't the energy that I'm in. So it's about owning that, instead of being like, yeah, okay, I will. I'll just see how it happens. See what happens. With a knowing that he wants to see what happens with another 10 girls. Because that's the phase of his life that he's in. He's not on the same vibration of me, where I want marriage, and he's like, I don't really know if I want to get married. Get out of the way of my husband, please, because you're wasting me time. So I have to own that. I have to own that I'm looking for marriage. I'm not looking to just date somebody, which is why I'm like 2.5 years into my celibacy journey, because I'm not willing to settle. I'm not willing to date. I'm not willing to figure it out or find out. I will know. I speak with conviction, with a full knowing inside of me, because God has promised it me time and again that you will know. I will send your husband in. You don't need to do all the dating stuff again. You don't need to do all the situationships and seeing how it goes and settling for this and not being in alignment with that. Like, I will send him in, but it's in my time and not yours, and that's why I'm just patient. I'm just living my life in the meantime until he comes in. But see how I own that? Instead of making a story of just settling because that's what's available to me right now. Then here's the key. Here's the big one now, girls. Listen to me. In fact, go and get your journal. Go and get your journal and write notes of what I'm saying, because this shit is life changing. It really is. When you think of your dream partner, the man that you want to be with, would he want to be with you? Are you your own dream partner? So this is where you need to think of your habits, your daily rituals, the way that you talk to yourself, the way that you treat people, your nervous system regulation, the way that you can regulate your own emotions, the way that you can call yourself out, the way that you hold space for yourself, the way that you love yourself. Do you love yourself the way that the man God is going to bring in loves you? Because you can't be asking for a love that you don't give yourself. You can't be asking for somebody to meet you at a depth that you don't meet yourself. You can't be asking for somebody to see you the way that you don't see yourself, because that's where you will start settling, and you'll be with somebody who actually isn't a match for you, is a match for your wounds, is a match for your low self-esteem, is a match for your low self-worth. And it's the same with your business and what you do for a living. Where do you settle in that? Where are you not owning what you want? What money you want? What lifestyle you want? What house you want to live in? What car you want to drive? Everything that you want in life, that you know in your heart's desire, and you're like, oh, I really want that, really want to make that happen this year. Where are you not owning it? Where are you not showing up for it? Where are you holding back? Where are you playing small? Where are you not being in your truth? When you think of that business and that success in your business, the impact that you're having on people, you need to be energetically showing up in that vibration right now. So, for instance, for me, I want to double the amount of memberships that I have, the amount of girls that I have in my membership. I want to double that in 2026. So I'm not in the frequency of showing up, having the numbers that I have now. I energetically push myself to showing up that it's fully booked out membership. Every live event, 222 on that, Reg. Every live event that I do is fully booked. Women travel to me all over the world. Like, these are the things that I speak into vibration, and I own them, and that's why things happen in my life. And that was a goal for me. Like, I want my work to be worldwide, and right now it's not worldwide, but people don't travel to me from all over the world, but they do travel to me from all over the country. And that was oh my god, 333 on the Reg in front of me. That is something that I owned. I've always owned that. I've always owned within myself that I didn't want to just be in my little hometown. I didn't want to be just known in like the towns and cities around me, so like Liverpool and Manchester and Warrington and all this. I didn't want just that. I want girls from all over the country, and every single event that I've done, I feel every single one. I don't know one that it hasn't happened, but people will come from miles and miles away, drive down, and then stay over in a hotel overnight. I manifested that, but how did I manifest it? because I embodied that version of me. I embodied the version of me where people see the worth and the value in my work, in my message, in what I do, in my God-given gift, that they do not think twice about, I will travel to her. I will spend 4, 5, 6 hours in my car. I will pay out for a hotel and I will travel to do this work. And then I shown up as that. I embodied that version of myself where I wasn't just like, oh, people in Widnes are just going to come to me, which is fine if you're building a business where people in Widnes come to you. But I know this is also a thing as well with a lot of yous who are struggling in your business, to really allow yourself to manifest and attract and align with your soul client. It's because you're not taking ownership of your message, of your gift. You're not owning your gift. I see it all the time. Where you're just not owning your gift. You're not owning your gift. It's a deep knowing within you that your message, your service, the value that you're bringing, anyone who invests into you, is a deep knowing inside of you that what you've got will serve them, will help them, will impact their lives. You know inside of yourself, I am worth this. I am worth the investment. I am worth the money. I am worth the time. I am worth the travel. I am worth you traveling to me and staying overnight in a hotel. You've got to own that, and that's owning you, owning your gift, owning who you are, owning what you bring to the table, knowing that nobody can do it like you can do it, knowing that you're the best at what you do. And that doesn't mean, this is the thing now, like, get out of the ego here, because that doesn't mean that you're better than everyone. You're not saying that, but I know that I'm the best at what I do. I know it. Nobody can convince me different. I know the impact that I have and that I'm here to have. I know that God has given me these gifts to help change and save women's lives. I say women because I only work with women right now, but I think I will work with men in the future, but we'll see. But I know that. Nobody can convince me otherwise. You can't tell me a different story. That's just your fears and your limiting beliefs and your stories that you're trying to project onto me. Yeah, keep that away from me, because I've got my own. I've built my own belief systems. I've built my own stories. I've regulated my own nervous system. My nervous system now feels safe from the inner work that I've done to manifest it all, to bring it all in. Here I am, God, I'm ready. And here's another thing, actually. Thank you for reminding me of that. If your manifestation isn't coming in, right, that doesn't mean that God is saying no. And when I say no, when I say God, I know a lot of you are a little bit icky about the God language. Keep watching me, keep staying in my energy, come and work with me, and I'll remove that ick for you real fast. But you can call it what you want, the universe, source, creator, whatever you want to call it, it's all the same thing. I call it God. He's not saying you're not worthy, you're not having it, you're not good enough. It's never that. That's not why your manifestation isn't coming in. It's just that you're not ready to hold it. And he will not bring it in until you are ready to hold it, because you will mess it up. You will self-sabotage. You will lose it. So he doesn't want to put you through that. He doesn't want to put you through giving you something, setting you up to fail, knowing that you're just going to lose it because you're not actually ready yet. Two. And this is where your trust comes in. This is where your blind faith comes in. This is where you stop questioning and you connect over and over again to your creator, and you leave it in his hands, and you know inside of yourself that he's got it. Just leave it to him. It's in his timing, and he knows when you're ready. He knows more than you. He's got a bigger plan than you. You think that you're little Miss Know-It-All who has to have it all figured out, and he's like, oh my God, just leave it to me. I've already got it figured out. I've already made it happen. I'm just getting you ready to hold it. And that's how you need to start seeing it. Are you the version of yourself? Here's a question. No. Are you, when you think of that dream man and think of everything, like not just like looks and body and whatever, like all of that is completely irrelevant. When you think of the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with, that you want to marry, that you want to bring up your children with, when you think of him, when you think of his nervous system, when you think of the work that he's done, when you think of the way he thinks, the way he feels, the way he treats you, the way that you need to receive him, all of that, are you ready? Are you ready for that level? And if the answer's no, which I know who watches my stuff and who I align with, you're not ready yet. You've still got a little bit more work to do. That is why God isn't bringing him in, because you're just getting ready. You're getting ready to be a wife. You're not here to play games. You're not here to mess around. You're not here to go back into those old versions of yourself that you've outgrown. And sometimes God will send men in who will trigger those old versions of you to see if you've really outgrown it, if you've really done the work. And the whole entire time, behind the scenes that you can't see behind, because we're not supposed to, he's just getting you ready. He's getting you ready for what you can hold energetically, what your nervous system feels safe in. Because if your nervous system doesn't feel safe in holding the bank account, the success, the amount of people in your membership, the amount of clients that you're going to manifest, the tax bills that you're going to call in, the man who's going to love you, the friendships, the different relationships, all of it, every single aspect of it, if your nervous system cannot hold that, you will self-sabotage. You will end up messing it up in some way, shape or form. And it's going to be a really painful, messy lesson to learn. And he is protecting you from that. He's like, I'm not going to put her through that. I'm just going to put her through a little bit more growth and a little bit more self-love and a little bit more coming home to herself and getting to know herself on a deeper level. And then it will all just happen without your control, without you needing to figure it out. A lot of people say to me, with the life that I've built and what I've achieved and how I've gone from literally being homeless to living the life that I live now. You know, I've got a beautiful home, I drive a nice car, I've got money, like everything that me and my son need, we have. So how did it go from literally like having a social worker and having nowhere to live and stuff? Don't ask me what I did. Don't ask me what I did. Ask me, what did I believe? What was my thoughts? What was my feelings? What was my belief systems? What patterns did I need to break? What did I need to go into in my subconscious program? Where did I need to continuously, over and over again, keep regulating my own nervous system, keep holding myself so that I didn't lose it, so that I didn't self-sabotage it when the money was coming in? Which I could have easily done, because I've never had money before, so it was a bit like, oh my god, especially the tax bills. The tax bills were so overwhelming for me, and I had to do the inner work in order to hold it, to hold what was meant for me, what God had for me. So, I mean, I'm just about to go for my walk, but I hope that what I've been talking about really lands for you, and you just start thinking from a bigger perspective, from a bigger energy. And just start catching yourself in it. That's where it starts. Awareness is everything. Start catching yourself in the thoughts and where are you holding back and where are you playing small. And then what I would also do is a little journaling session around what it is that you actually want, and go into it. Like when you think, so you can't just write like, I want more money. Well, where is the money coming from? What are the clients that you're calling in? What's the value that you're bringing? What are the belief systems of the person who earns that much money? Because this version of you right now, the way that you think, the way that you feel, the way that you show up, the way you believe, the way that you run your business, like every single thing isn't going to be the way that version of you who's earning that money or living in that house or has that relationship, she doesn't think and feel that way. So your work is to really do the inner work on you to match the way that she would think and feel. So just an example, say if you're earning 10k a month now and you want to go to 20k a month, well, how would the version of you who earns 20k a month show up energetically? How would she show up in a business? Where's the changes that you need to make? What's the value that you need to bring in? Like, if you're asking for more clients, then you need to be providing more value. Or maybe your issue isn't even about more value. Maybe your issue is about you need to be seen. So that's showing up more in your business. That's doing that podcast, writing that book, doing that live Instagram, creating that platform, creating that membership. Whatever it is that you have been holding back on, this year is the year. So these next 3 months now, get clear, and then it's action time. Like, come March, it's action time. That's how I'm feeling into it as well. So I'm really reflecting on what I want for these next few months. But I've also been taking bold action. So like, we're only like 2 weeks into the year, aren't we? Not even that. What day is it today? The 9th. Why is there no date on my car? I think it's the 9th today. And already this year, so as soon as we stepped into 2026, the first thing that I'd done was voice noted my energy healer who I was working with. I worked with her for like 8 months of 2025, and I messaged her to book a one-to-one retreat. So I'm going to go over to Hungary and spend the week with her. So that was the first thing on my goal list to do in 2026, and I'd done it the first day of the year. Like, as soon as New Year's Day came, I was like, right, I'm booking this. So I booked that, and then today I made an investment into working with somebody that I have wanted to work with. Like, this has been on my vision board for years, and I was scared to make the investment, and today I made the investment. And that's why this energy is coming through me, because that was something that I had to ask when I was thinking about making a 5-figure investment into working with him. I had to think about owning it, owning what I want, owning the version of me who works with people who are at a level where he is. And it's not a business coach, it's called the Intuitive Academy. And basically you just, I'm not even going to go into it on this podcast, but it's deep inner work, and it's a 12-month container. So I'll be working with him the whole of 2026, and then I'll be working with my energy healer. Like, I want to do that one-to-one retreat with her, and then I want to work with her the whole of 2026, because I own it. I own the level of work that I want to do and the life that I want to live, and then I need to take the bold action. I need to be brave, I need to be bold, I need to move. When I get the feeling inside of my heart space to move, I need to do it, even if it feels scary, even if fear comes in and tries to override the system, even if I don't know if it's going to work out. I don't know what to expect, I don't know if it's the right decision, but I just move, and I'm like, okay, we're going to work this out. Because the version of me who lives unapologetically and bravely, and she owns who she is, and she owns her gifts, and she takes up space in this world, and she shows other women how to do the same. That's the big thing for me. Something that I always catch myself on is be teaching what I teach, and be a role model for these women, and be an inspiration for these women who sign up to my membership and want to work with me and blah blah blah, when I'm not doing what I'm teaching. I'm not practicing what I preach. I'm not moving the way I'm telling others to move. I need to be that. I need to do that. I need to show people that, not just talk it. That isn't how it works. People will feel that from me. Energy doesn't lie. You can't fake this shit. So I need to move, even when it feels scary. So a week into the year, I've moved twice on two big things, because I wanted to do that one-to-one retreat with her in 2025. I was going to actually do it in September. We was talking dates and stuff, and something was in me was like, I don't think you're ready for this, because she's just another level of work. I won't go into it, and then 2026 come and the message was, you're more than ready, like, let's go, this is what you need now, this is the next level. And then it's the same with working with this coach. I'm ready for the next level, but I need to move that way. I can't just speak that way. My actions need to align with my goals and what I want and what I say I want. And this comes from owning it. I need to own it. That's your first step. Own what you want. Write a list. Write down the man. Write down the success. Write down the impact. Write down everything that your soul is craving. Write it down and go into detail and then own it. This is what I want, and I'm not going to settle for less. I'm not settling for less. I've settled for less my whole life. I'm not doing that anymore. That's the old me. That's an old belief system. That's an old paradigm. This isn't me. This version of me, she doesn't settle. And then the next part, after you own it, is believing that you can make it happen. Believing that you are deserving of it. You are deserving of that love. You are deserving of that relationship. You are deserving of that business and that success and that beautiful home and lovely car and going on holiday with your family and being able to take your family out for meals and whatever it is, you are deserving of it. And if it's in your heart, it's been placed there because it belongs to you. He's already figured it out. He's already made it happen. You just now need to do the inner work to be in alignment with it so that you can hold it, so that you can keep it. And then after you own it and after you believe it, that's where the inspired action comes in, because it's not just about wanting something and then sitting on your ass and just believing, and I'll just meditate and I'll just do breath work. Like all these spiritual girls, what I notice with the spiritual community, everyone's broke as fuck and no one's earning money because you think that you can just meditate your way into it. You think that you can just sit there and play with your crystals and you can put circles on and just be all, and you're not integrating your human. You're not integrating the action of being like, I'm the creator, I can make this happen. But then you've got to make the moves. You've got to take the inspired action, and that takes being brave. It's brave to be seen. It's brave to show up. It's brave to leave your comfort zone. It's brave to do things that you've never done before. And I think that is the missing piece for a lot of people, especially in the spirit. That's where I see it the most, in the spiritual community. That you just believe that all you need to do is just meditate. And you can just channel and do light language, but you're not actually doing the work to meet the universe halfway. So the seed has been planted, but then you have to do the work. It's the work part, it's the action part, it's the balance of it. But they're the first things. You have to own it and you have to believe it, else you'll never ever align with it. So I'm going to go now. It's absolutely throwing it down. Do you know what? I do love going for walks when it's raining. My only issue is the dog. I don't like it when he gets wet and gets muddy and then he stinks of wet dog. But he has got his little raincoat on. Do you want to see him? Let me show you him. Come here. This is him. Say hi, baby. This is his little raincoat. How cute.